bunch of individual bosses.
Moving objects with the power of his mind.
Take out the trash, put the can to the curb, and check the neighbors' yards to make sure it's not recycling week. Whoa is on the air with a brand new edition of Pantheon. The semifinals of 2 tournaments to crown our initial TWO World Champions begin tonight, and it has been said that history is made by those who show up, which is ridiculous because there are more semifinals next week. I'm Deuce Silverado alongside Carl Featherbottom. And Carl, what's the dumbest thing about history someone's ever said to you?
Oh, Deuce, that would be that history is a mystery with a hiss.
Hey, now take it to Danny Storms with a match forecast.
Last week, our resident forecaster, Danny Storms, made it clear that he is intrigued by the mystery behind the Scooby-Doo Gooder. A mystery that I will continue to unfurl for all of you. But if Danny Storms finds himself preoccupied with the Scooby-Doo Gooder, so be it. Respectfully, I'm moving on. Also, I understand that there's a certain entity here delivering his messages in a very similar vein to that which I deliver behind. And I just want it to be stated here for the record that although I am not so dumb to believe the devil doesn't exist, I am not signing any deals.
Thanks, Deuce. Good evening, and welcome back to Titans Wrestling Online. Once again, I am Danny Storms, your resident meteorologist and match forecaster, here with this week's match forecast. So let's head right on over to the Grappler Radar to see what we have coming up tonight. So as you can see from this map here, we are going to start off tonight's match forecast with our men's and women's championship tournament action. In the men's division, we have a triple threat 3-way match between Dr. Michael Romano, everybody's brother, and General Doug. According to my models, I see a 52.0% chance that Dr. Michael Romano will come out on top of this group. As a cardiologist, he has sworn an oath to save hearts, but that does not mean that he cannot break bones. Next, in the women's division, we have a head-to-head bout between 2 wrestlers who, to be honest, I underestimated in the first round of our tournament. We have Hildegard von Bangin going up against the Killer Queef. I foresee a 72.8% chance that the Killer Queef will in fact win this match. However, Hildegard von Bangin has proven me wrong in the past, and in her own words, science is not an exact science. In addition to our tournament action, we have a whole slew of non-tournament head-to-head bouts for you tonight. I'm going to quickly roll through some predictions for those and what I like to call Danny Storms' Storms Surge. First, I have a 64.4% chance that Lyle Guard will defeat the Keeper. I'm giving Jess Cashin a 78.3% edge over Fortune Pierce, Father Time with a 57.2% edge over Ronnie Revv, and finally a 62.6% chance that Dignifique Nordique will defeat the Frog Prince in what might be the fanciest match of the evening. We have 2 more matches rounding out the night. As you can see here, we have Alex Ryan Isaac, the Ultimate Manager, and Tuber in a triple threat 3-way match, which I see the Ultimate Manager coming out on top with a 59.6% edge. Finally, I would like to issue my first ever Danny Storms' Storms warning to Den the Willing, who is going to be in a handicap match against Brock Hard and Werner Herzog. Brock Hard is helping Werner sue Den the Willing for the brutal backstage beatdown that Den delivered to Werner during our very first episode. Not only is Den outnumbered in tonight's match, but as you can see from this cloud formation here, there is a swirl of chaos circling around this match tonight, and I cannot imagine that bodes well for the underdog. Den, consider yourself Storms warned. That's it for the match forecast tonight. Regardless of who wins any of these matches, I predict tonight's action to be rowdy with a chance of pain. Back to you, Deuce.
Well, well, well. The time has come for Alex Ryan Isaac to make his long-awaited debut. And what's at stake here? The services of the Ultimate Manager with the ultimate viral sensation. Oh, that's a match made in heaven. Tuber, you seem like a nice person. I'm sorry you have to be the stepping stone. Because tonight is all about Alex Ryan Isaac.
Video memo from the Ultimate Manager to Tuber, Alex Ryan Isaac, BCC, redacted, subject, training and professional development. Yeah! Tuber, Alex Ryan Isaac, thanks for touching base on this important topic. What I'm hearing is that you want the ultimate professional development opportunity, mentoring from the Ultimate Manager, the master of middle management, the man who leads from the middle. And I am here to deliver, baby. Pending approval from senior management, and with the understanding that I may not be able to deliver. You gotta use the printer? Yeah, okay, I'll go to the kitchen. I am stoked to train both of you, which in an ideal world I would do. But in a challenging resource environment, difficult decisions must be made. So training both of you might take the form of training only one of you, or neither. To move fast and break things, and that means taking the time to identify, understand, and comply with the proper procedures. Because you know that's how the Ultimate Manager rolls. And baby, I didn't just consult with my own manager, I reached out to other key stakeholders as well. Did I get a decision? No. But there is consensus on a framework for decision making. And that framework is decide later in the ring. Tuber and Alex Ryan Isaac, the three of us will fight it out. And if one of you wins, I will mentor the victor. But if I win, I will mentor neither, in the interest of conserving bandwidth for future strategic priorities. Thank you both in advance for your cooperation. Expect an Outlook invitation from me sooner than you think. Best regards, the Ultimate Manager.
It's on-the-job training for Tuber, the Couch Potato, and AR1 as the Ultimate Manager takes on both of them, with the winner either getting trained or not having to train anyone. Carl, what's happening here?
Well, once again, just like last week, I am starting out very angry at you for not being able to read the call sheet. The wrestler's named ARI, Alex Ryan Isaac, not AR1.
Here he is, Alex Ryan Wunzik, headed straight to the ring, as it says here on the call sheet.
It does not say that on the call sheet, and I think we need to give you a bigger font next time.
Well, speaking of big fonts, AR1 here has absolutely no wrestling experience, still did well for himself at Pancration, but wants to get better, so he has consulted the Ultimate Manager.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line for this guy tonight. The Ultimate Manager, as we know, literally the best trainer in Titan Wrestling Online. So we gotta see if Alex Ryan Isaac can get that job.
Well, in order to get that job, he is going to have to defeat either the Ultimate Manager or Tuber, the couch potato, who also now approaching the ring. God, I feel so drowsy and like at a sense of peace all of a sudden.
It's great. Yeah, that's because Tuber the Couch Potato is here to bring its message of joy, self-acceptance, and relaxation to the TWO fans, and they are ready for it.
Tuber the Couch Potato also wants to be trained by the Ultimate Manager, but will have to win this triple threat match in order to get that training. We saw Tuber last week try their hardest to really train up and get some wins. It did not work out for Tuber, who did still have a very strong showing for a literal potato.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Tuber needs to be trained.
I agree. Tuber needs to be trained, but also part of me is like, Tuber, lose. You shouldn't change at all. You're perfect.
Tuber is perfect, but Tuber's win-loss record would disagree. That's the only part of Tuber that would disagree, however. Either way, here comes the Ultimate Manager.
One of the real tough guys, bad guys of Titans Wrestling Online. The Ultimate Manager does not give positive performance reviews to pretty much anyone, always demands more, and really makes me aspire to be better.
I gotta wonder, someone as out and out positive as Tuber the Couch Potato, and someone who is as self-obsessed as AR1 is, do you believe that they're making a mistake in getting such a hard-ass person to try and train them up for this TWO that we've got?
I absolutely do think that the Ultimate Manager's ass might be too hard for them.
Look at that hard ass. It's just gonna crack over right there.
There's like a slab of marble. We could have made the ring out of that thing. Just that's me chiseling away. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a piece of that marble ass home with me.
Well, you might be able to do that. Question for you, Carl. The Ultimate Manager is, of course, quite the manager. It's right there in the name. You might even say ultimately so. But how is the Ultimate Manager as an in-ring competitor?
The Ultimate Manager is patient, as you can see there. Let the other two kind of hit each other before diving in. He's tactical, and he's tough. One of the toughest ones to be in this entire company.
There he is, and but right now, it looks like Tuber is in control of the Ultimate Manager.
Yeah,
going right after AR1. And now back with another Samoan drop to the Ultimate Manager. And then a neck breaker from AR1. We're flying fast. Carl.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, a strong move right there by the Ultimate Manager. You saw him sit out while the other two took each other down. Come in and did the body slam.
Hey, big flatliner there to Tuber. And now getting a DDT for his trouble from AR1. No one seems to be able to get a firm advantage here in the early goings. But Tuber going for the stairs.
Tuber a little indecisive right now. Now sleeping for the fans, giving them what they want.
A little yawn in the corner. I'm calling that action instead of the action in the ring. That feels like I'm being negligent. And there goes the Ultimate Manager, who wants this whole thing to stop. And just conks Tuber right in the tuber.
And that's his first lesson right there. If you're trying to beat me, stop!
Lessons come and lessons go, but the Ultimate Manager is forever.
Yeah, he's the ultimate. He's there at the end. He manages. He keeps situations in order. AR1, damn, you did it to me.
AR1 now with a chair. What do you make of AR1 grabbing a chair when the Ultimate Manager clearly showed that grabbing a stop sign is where you want to go?
You know, these two wrestlers, Tuber and ARI, are in a complicated position tonight. They are trying to beat the Ultimate Manager, but
right
they
now, the
also want to learn from him.
Is absolutely beating Tuber, mashing the potatoes, and then Tuber just gets right up with a big headbutt.
And Tuber comes back into the ring. Poor choice there, because ARI was right there to grab him.
ARI1, very savvy, very quick, always knows where the camera is, and always knows there's a quick cover. Just one, though.
And the Ultimate Manager's second lesson. You're not going to pin me. I'll kick out.
It's going to make it very difficult to beat him if that is the lesson, because you got to pin somebody to win.
Yeah, it is going to be difficult, unless the lesson's incorrect, which is what these other wrestlers are trying to prove tonight.
Oh, I thought you were implying that perhaps the Ultimate Manager was an unreliable narrator as an instructor.
The unreliable manager, it may be.
And speaking of unreliable, there's that sledgehammer getting driven right into Tuber. AR1 really wants this. Now, do you think that you would need all of this plunder if you had been properly trained in the art of wrestling?
No, I don't think so. And I think the only benefit for Tuber in that situation is that they don't have any, as far as I know, any organs down there that the sledgehammer could damage.
That is a distinct advantage to being a potato. There is no bleeding kidney right now, in spite of all that sledgehammer damage. Huge splash! And AR1 dove in so hard that it slid them across the ring.
Yeah, Alex Ryan Isaac putting in a really nice showing so far tonight. I think maybe the one to come out of this if the Ultimate Manager has in mind that they would like to train somebody.
That's true. You could, if the Ultimate Manager sees something as he wraps that figure 4 on AR1, if he sees something that he likes, is he going to just lay down for a winner so that he would then have to train them? Because if he wins, no one gets trained.
Yeah, the stakes couldn't be higher for these two aspiring potential wrestlers.
What do you think the ceiling is on a properly coached up Tuber the Couch Potato?
Oh, have you ever seen a potato grow to its fullest potential? Those things can take over a whole room. And that's what I think Tuber's going to do.
Take over an entire room. Do you think that AR1 has a room potential or possibly beyond?
I think ARI's future is probably a little more on social media than it is in the ring. But I'm fully ready to be proven wrong. He's made a good showing in the early going tonight.
All right, now Tuber dropping a headbutt, a potato butt, an eye butt. I'm not really. Oh, huge slam!
Is it an eye butt?
1, 2, and no! The Ultimate Manager
writhing in pain over there. That's not going to be good. We're going to need to get medical over for the referee, Jacoby.
And now the Ultimate Manager's got that leg lock locked in on AR1, but Jacoby completely out of it. Tuber trying to revive Jacoby with General Potato Essence. I don't know if it's working.
Yeah, I am not sure if the potato over there has had much impact at all. Going once again for the stairs.
Last time, simply moving them around, but this time Tuber seems to have a better idea.
Made it into the ring. Good on you, Tuber.
Jacoby's still not up to make that count. The Ultimate Manager may have been robbed of a victory here.
Yeah, that is really, really striking there. Jacoby just completely unable to count. But look at that guy. He's got some sort of healing factor, and he's right back up on his feet.
Right back up and stoic as ever as Tuber takes an airplane spin and now one in the counterclockwise direction. That is clockwise. First
Alex
counter.
Ryan Isaac continues to think about breaking it up and not.
Well, why would you break it up at this point? You know that Tuber's got no quit. So we got another Widow's Peak coming in. Oh my goodness. This could be it
Manager
for
having his
AR1.
way.
That's a 2 count for, I could not see Jacoby. We have obstructed view seating tonight, and I do not like it.
He's looking a little worse for wear after that bleeding.
3! No, that's 2. Sorry, just 2. Again, obstructed view seating. Cannot see a thing.
Deuce, I am sorry that I got in your way on that count. I just sat right in front of you for a moment because I was very excited.
I was not going to call you out specifically. Also, I've been having a lot of vision problems last week since trying that wrestling powder.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear it. I've actually moved on from it myself. It was a series of bad choices that I had made that led me to that night.
I agree, and I've had a lot of water.
Oh, good. Yeah, you are looking a lot better. I'm glad you even showed up to work today.
I exfoliated and everything this morning. I feel like a new man. And speaking of which, nowhere to go but down! Huge electric chair! Could that be it for the Ultimate Manager?
That very well could be. Alex Ryan Isaac taking it to him, and Tuber finally showing some signs of potato life.
Well, potato to belly suplex there, and now AR1 is in trouble and Tuber's got a hammer!
Oh, you know what they say, to a potato with a hammer, everything looks like a crotch.
And there you have it. AR1 getting AR hit with a hammer.
Also the floor, very dented after Tuber's recent efforts.
Yeah, do you think the Ultimate Manager could improve Tuber's aim with a sledgehammer? Is that really the work that Tuber wants to be doing?
I think Tuber is flailing around, for a wrestling strategy.
Tuber's flailing around in a sleeper hold, and yes!
Alex Ryan Isaac!
AR1 has gotten the win! And Jacoby called for the bell! I don't know if Tuber was asleep, but AR1 is going to get the victory via a submission.
Absolutely. Jacoby may still be in a bit of a fog, maybe concussed after that series of hits, maybe just needed a break from the action and called it as quickly as he could. Either way, Alex Ryan Isaac on his way to a training career with the Ultimate Manager.
Well, you gotta think that AR1 is going to be a household name. Everybody is gonna be saying AR1 by the time the Ultimate Manager is through with him.
They will only be saying that if they don't read his name. It is A-R-I, Alex Ryan Isaac. That's right, fans. Don't listen to Deuce.
Listen to the call sheet.
Lyle. If the rumors that I'm hearing are true about you, you're going to wish you had never opened your mouth. You're going to be blowing your whistle out of a different part of your body when I get through you tonight. You won't have to worry about where you put your zinc oxide. You're going to need it in a couple of places. Keep it off your nose and keep it off your toes, because I'm going to take you down tonight or tomorrow night or any other night, because I don't like having finks trying to sell me out.
Keeper, McCall tells me that you're challenging me to a match. That you think it's my fault that you got kicked out of FIFA? Well, I have a message for you. Hey, it's me, Lyle. I'm the problem? No, it's you, Keeper. You're the problem, not me. Listen, Lyle loves rules. He loves Taylor Swift. He loves rules more, though. And he hates rule breakers. And he believes in see something, say something. Just like the T and just like the ocean. So, when it comes down to it, Keeper, you and I, we're about to have some bad blood. There's no running from Lyle.
Do you believe in conspiracy theories? Well, the Keeper does, and he's got his eyes set on Lyle Guard. Carl, tell us all about it.
I do believe in conspiracy theories. I don't know what happened to Tower 2 or the 7th building or the 19th building for that matter. Where were you on January 6th?
Let's see, I'll have to get my calendar here. I was having brunch with my mother at my palatial Malibu estate.
Checks out for me. Conspiracy theories abound, though, for the keeper. He is suspecting Lyle Guard of getting him kicked out of soccer.
Now, why would Lyle Guard have him kicked out of soccer, you might ask? Well, was the keeper the cleanest goalie that soccer had ever seen?
No, he had a reputation for gouging out the eyes of his opponents, for putting the ball on their hands and then saying that they had a handball. He was a really dirty goalie.
Very dirty goalie. You know who doesn't like dirty is Lyle Guard, except for sand. He likes pure sand, but not dirt. There's a difference.
There's clearly a difference. One's kind of beige, and one's usually darker beige.
Here comes Lyle Guard on that signature scooter, but he may look like he's having fun, but he is all business when it comes to the rules.
That's absolutely true, and he's also all business when it comes to looking great. Really one of the most handsome people in the entire promotion. Lyle Guard really makes me salivate.
Best head of hair in TWO. I've said it before, and I will continue to say it.
That's obviously Ronnie Revv, but Lyle Guard does have some really, really majestic hair that I'll put right there on the Mount Rushmore.
And honestly, the second best towel that I've seen as well.
Ooh, that's, power rankings of TWO towels. Go.
Oh, you got the big bosses, and then Lyle Guards, and then, this one right here in front of me, coming in at number 3. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, and then there's one probably in the audience.
Oh, absolutely. And Lyle Guard just took a cleat to the face to start this matchup. You want to talk about dirty goalies? There you go. Cleat to the face. Why are we allowing him to wear cleats in a one-on-one match, Carl?
We are, because that's his uniform. That's registered with the league. It is up to code, and he can wear it in every single match. I do believe in this match against a barefooted lifeguard, it will be an advantage.
You got right there. We've got someone dressed as a lifeguard and someone dressed as a soccer player. No one dressed as a wrestler. However, they are going right at it. Huge enziguri gets Lyle Guard back into this thing. Springboard moonsault, and the keeper is in trouble, and Lyle Guard is on fire.
Yeah, he just absolutely walked right into that. The keeper picking a fight against one of the men's tourney semifinalists. Maybe not a great move.
It seems like a great move right now, as he has got Lyle Guard in trouble, but Lyle remembering to move the legs and flipping out of the situation.
Move the leg. Move the leg. Woo! This is a very leggy match.
Well, you got a lot of bear legs in there, and a lot of
bear legs are when Bear Grylls or Adora Bear is wrestling.
Fair enough. You've got me there. And we've also got Lyle Guard in control of this match. Huge forearm to the back. What does that feel like, Carl?
A forearm to the back? You want to know? My chiropractor does it to me all the time. He taught me the move.
So is he just re-landing the spine? That's a huge power bomb. That's not going to do any favors for the spine. And now, Lyle Guard just taking apart the legs of the keeper. That's going to keep him retired from soccer for a while.
Ooh, absolutely. And his butt might be a full black and blue bruise when he wakes up tomorrow. What's the worst bruise you've ever had, Deuce?
I had a bruise in the shape of Florida one time, and the bruise tried to have all of my books banned. Huge diving DDT! That could be it! We've got one! No, just one! How many balls have hit the keeper in the head for him to be able to take that diving DDT and keep going?
I do not know, but I think what we just saw was the high dive. Lyle Guard trying to finish off the keeper in quick fashion. Not entertaining this conspiracy theory for another minute.
Oh, he missed the high dive there and then got a kick to the face. He calls that the penalty kick, and now he's going for the header.
Here it is. One.
He's not going to make it. I don't think it's going to happen. He's jabbed into a crossbody. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. No, not enough to put down Lyle Guard.
No, but that was a diving save, and that will keep his team in it tonight. And he's working the TWO faithful, and it seems to be working for him.
He got his feet caught in the... Did he get all of that? We'll see. 1, 2, 3. They got enough of it. The keeper defeats Lyle Guard.
Wow, and the TWO faithful, they are on their feet for this underdog victory.
Did not see it coming. Lyle Guard seemed to be the clear favorite. Do you think, having beaten Lyle Guard in a wrestling match, he now feels okay about having been kicked out of soccer, possibly because Lyle Guard blew the whistle on some rule breaking?
Absolutely, I think he must be feeling himself. I'm going to be curious to see if he's wearing wrestling clothes next time he comes in the ring.
He may be a wrestler for life now. We may have to call him the wrestler instead of the keeper.
Ooh, the wrestler, like that Darren Aronofsky film that everybody forgot except me.
What a great movie that ended on such an uplifting note.
Oscar bait.
Oh no! What was that? I'll tell you what it was. It was me, the Killer Queef. And this message is for Hildegard von Bangin. What? That's not her name. Oh, really? Then explain to me what happened on her American Airlines Flight 5320 service to Las Vegas when she shit her panties and authorities flagged domestic terrorism. That's quite embarrassing, Hildegard. Though not as embarrassing as me kicking your little holy ass this week. I hate to take down a holy woman, but sounds like you've got beef with the Queef. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
We've got action as the tournament semifinals begin with the Killer Queef and Hildegard von Bangin.
Could not think of two wrestlers more morally and diametrically opposed than these two, Deuce.
I don't know that I agree with that, Carl. As you know, the Killer Queef exists to remind people of their most shameful moments. And what is a scientist, composer none, if not someone who wants you to feel shame?
You make good points. And Lord knows I am feeling shame immediately.
Do you think it's because your beer helmet represents a different religion than that which Hildegard von Bangin subscribes to?
Yeah, it's probably a good amount of that. It's probably also just a little bit of the spillage that's happening all over here on my workstation.
I was not going to point it out, but it's getting very messy over here.
And it's
Hildegard.
I'm just worried because it's sticky, you know?
And she knows it. Look at her. She knows exactly what you've done.
Hildegard, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hail Mary, Lord full of grace. Just don't hurt me.
Well, she may not hurt you, but she may hurt the Killer Queef tonight. This is going to be quite the matchup for a ticket to the finals to crown our first TWO World's Champion.
I, for one, have no prediction of who will win. These are probably two of the most complete wrestlers we've got.
Carl, who do you think's gonna... sorry, I was reading right off the call sheet again. You just told me you don't have a prediction, but it says ask Carl for a prediction, so I'm just gonna... Carl,
all right, my prediction is that the Killer Queef is going to make Hildegard von Bangin feel some guilt about, that time where she gave confession but didn't really mean it.
That's something else. There's 1,000 years of shame for the Killer Queef to mine from Hildegard von Bangin.
Yeah, the Queef here to bring those deepest, darkest, most shameful and sexual memories to the forefront for all. Deuce, what's some sexual shame that you'd like to get off your chest?
Not a bit. Everything, I am free, proud, and very pleased with how it went down, especially all the stuff in high school doing hand stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that totally sounds like a high schooler's feelings about their sexual experiences.
Yep, not a lick of shame, and not a lick of waiting, as Hildegard von Bangin goes right after the Killer Queef.
You know, they say the waiting is the hardest part, and Hildegard von Bangin said, nope, it's the Hildegardist part.
Well, the Killer Queef just said, I'm gonna kick you in the face, so yeah. I think everyone's making excellent points right now.
And the Killer Queef already up on the top rope.
Missing that big elbow, though, and Hildegard right there to capitalize, almost as if she was playing possum. Not really hurt as much. You gotta think, if she's been around this long, it's gonna take more than that to get her prone for a big elbow drop from the top. That heel right into the neck! Oh. Good Lord!
Yeah, and the heel, the hardest part of the shoe, the neck, the softest part of the upper body. This really is gonna hurt the Queef and may take her out, set her back for the whole match.
All of that checks out in both footwear and anatomy, and oh my, Hildegard just missed a big flip out straight to the floor, and the Queef way in control now. Big T-bone suplex out on the floor. That is not a soft floor, is it, Carl?
No, it is not. Hildegard von Bangin said, I don't like this advantage. I'm going to take it away from myself.
It's a risky move to give up an advantage and give it up so hard, as now the Queef just dropping two knees, digging them right into Hildegard.
Oh, you know what I think it might have been? I think maybe the Queef made Hildegard feel a little shame for a minute, and she just completely mistimed her dive.
That could be it. The Queef can get in your head and make you remember all sorts of things. That's why I empty my head of all shameful thoughts before each match. You see, I've got it written right here on the call sheet. Stop thinking about that time in 11th grade.
Wait, you empty yourself before every match?
The Killer Queef just won via countout. Hildegard von Bangin just waylaid outside and could not answer the 10 count from Jacoby. The Queef is the winner via countout. She will advance in this tournament.
Wow, what a thrilling and climactic win. Just kidding. Killer Queef, you just created some lifetime shame for Hildegard to process.
Hey, Hildegard already at ringside, not dealing with this well, but it doesn't matter. The Queef moves on.
Yeah, and she now is the first finalist to become the first Twirl World Champion.
And high fives. We got 1 of 4 in. Keep at it, folks. Twirl will be back.
Whee!
Whee!
We spend our whole lives looking for that special someone. But who's right for you? Introducing Quick Passion.
Oh hey, I'm Sandra. And what I really care about is the intense but platonic relationship I have with this owl/bookend. That's why I trust Quick Passion to find someone who's just as passionate about this owl as I am.
Last year, through just a freak accident, I came to the realization that I really liked those long CVS receipts balled up and put in my mouth. And that's why I trust Quick Passion.
Every 45 days, somebody finds their special somebody on Quick Passion. That's what makes us the #1 service for when you're looking for something, I don't know.
I want someone to be a Pokemon trainer and have battles with. Snorlax, I choose you! That's why I trust Quick Passion.
I've been in this vessel for almost 1 year, and we know that's the limit. So I'm looking for someone to let me transfer my soul into another vessel. And that's why I trust Quick Passions.
Quick Passion. We don't judge.
I feel the age, and I know who's responsible. Father Time, I want you. Ronnie Revv wants you, because Ronnie Revv's gonna put you in his place. Scott Dabba da ba da ba!
What's this, eugenics? I don't know, you can't beat Frank Thomas and Doug Flutie. Look how good he looks. 10 bottles.
What's an aging rock star to do to stop the smell of aging? How about challenge age itself to a wrestling match? That's what Ronnie Revv has done.
Ronnie Revv of Wicked, he of the 6-string fling, Ronnie Revv.
There he is, of course, the Reverend Ronnie Revv coming to the ring.
It's so catchy, but it makes me so angry.
Well, you know, people are allowed to have their faiths. You don't have to share them, Carl. Let him be a reverend if that's where he feels he is drawn.
I just don't know where to start with you, Deuce. You're so much fun, and yet you are under my skin.
I'll tell you what's under my skin. Snickers! Grab a Snicker, jam it under your fingernails until it gets under your skin. That's the official slogan of Snickers, the official sponsor of Two.
You know, I'm actually a little hungry right now. I think I'll open one up for myself. You want one?
I would love one.
Okay.
Right under the fingernail.
Here you go.
Oh, you went and opened it after.
Yeah, no, that was for me. But then I wanted to give you another one. Try it again.
Oh, yeah. Snickers. Barely works anymore.
And one from your...
And that's the kind of expert analysis you can find here every week on Pantheon, presented by Two. And once again, Father Time slowly making his way into the arena.
Yeah, I don't mind it because I've realized that this entrance gives me a lot of time to think about things I need to do. Like, for example, I have to remember that tomorrow when I'm getting groceries, I can't forget the garlic hummus.
Well, you need a mnemonic device for that, so just remember garlic hummus. Which stands for garlic hummus. The door's open and Father Time is not there again. He got me again. Every time this rascal, I keep thinking he's gonna be behind the door, and he's not there. What a trickster Father Time is. Time makes fools of us all.
Yeah, time makes fools of Deuce Silverado and not me. Because I know that sooner or later, Father Time is just gonna remember to walk onto the stage. He's not gonna materialize. There's nothing phony or fake or whatever happening. Literally,
there
he
he
just walks. He just walks.
Still right there with his lantern. Again, I'm begging production not to turn out the lights backstage until Father Time is in the ready position so that he does not need a lantern to find the door, and maybe we can see him there for that dramatic door pop open.
Yeah, let's pass that on to Den the Willing and he can put it up the corporate chain.
I'll make a note to Den the Willing.
And my question here about Father Time. What the hell is going on with his face?
Well, you know, time ravages the face. You may not know it due to my extensive skincare regimen. Sorry, I'm a little frightened, so I was saying scared.
Skincare.
But my
right there.
skincare regimen, I may have the face of a 23-year-old, but I am still older than that.
Yeah, no, Deuce, I know your bio. I know that you're a few years older than that, but I'll protect it as well.
I love being vain about my age.
And you should be, because you're gorgeous.
I love it almost as much as Father Time loves concealing the skeleton-like figure behind that mask.
And he also really loves spinning lanterns, which is a dangerous thing to do. The bulb could fly out at any time and set the ring on fire. At least that aren't marble.
You know, it's not dangerous to do, but it is very fun. Oh god, they really got to stop giving us spinning chairs.
Whee! I would do that all night if they wouldn't fire me.
There we are, Father Time answering Ronnie Revv's challenge. And if Ronnie Revv manages to beat the undefeated Father Time, does he stop aging?
That seems to be the most likely thing. Or at least maybe his extreme wrestling powder consumption habits don't tire him out as much.
Well, you just turn back the clock a little bit. Maybe take off the gut. Maybe take off some of the wrestling powder after effects. Maybe unfry some of those ends on that hair.
Yeah, maybe it's like it doesn't completely stop his aging. It just gives him the impact of, one facelift or something.
Well, that huge power bomb may make it so that he continues to age at a normal rate. But no, he is angry at Father Time now, taking out all that frustration of not being... never mind. Just a gut-wrench suplex right from Father Time.
Yeah, Father Time makes fools of us all, and Ronnie might be learning that in this ring tonight. Father Time cannot be stopped.
Just got power bumped into the bottom rope. If that doesn't rattle his noggin more than all of the wrestling powder in the world, I don't know what will. How is Ronnie Revv still up?
He's just tough, and he's powered up enough from all his ways, natural or otherwise, and they really have him revved up and raring to go against Father Time. So the diddling of himself helps.
I believe that's how he prays as a reverend. There's the stage dive, and he is fired up.
We haven't seen that one yet executed in action in TWO. Thrilling!
I'm thrilled. Are you thrilled?
Ronnie Revv getting going. One-on-one might be the way for this wrestler to go.
Love some one-on-one matchups. I can see everything that's happening. I am not distracted by anything at all. What on earth is on your head?
It is personal, and I'll just say a reflection of my beliefs.
Fair enough. You and the Reverend Ronnie Revv can believe whatever you want to believe. As he goes to work on Father Time, he may believe he can win this match.
It's actually a beer helmet. It's just a beer helmet.
That's a huge splash. We've got 1, 2, and then there's a kick out. Obstructed view strikes again.
Anyway,
could you get a smaller beer helmet is what I'm asking you.
I went to get a beer helmet, and the regular haberdashery didn't have any, so instead I went to the gag store. Got the funniest one I could find. I think it's pretty cool. Uncle Kenny and I were talking about it backstage. Pretty much rocks.
Uncle Kenny thinks it's cool? If Uncle Kenny thinks it's cool,
Kenny was
Deuce Silverado thinks it's cool.
Yeah, Uncle Kenny, Carl Featherbottom, we like tie-dyed beer helmets.
It calls attention to itself, and just like Father Time got Ronnie Revv into position, and Ronnie Revv just sat up. That's one way to get out of trouble. That's right into a pair of knees and into that lower back, but now he is stretching Father Time out.
He's stretching Father Time out, just like I am stretching out these 3 pints of beer. And let me tell you, beer helmets are the way to go if you want to drink at work here, because they can't stop you from wearing something if you say it's for your religious beliefs.
Ronnie Revv in a lot of trouble now, speaking of religious beliefs, and he may be trying to pick a new god for which to reverend. Nope, he is just right back on top of it. Big springboard kick, that could be it. 1, 2, no, Father Time still undefeated.
He's got a little bit more wisdom to dispense to Ronnie Revv. Yeah, one of them is make sure they're down before you try to dive on them.
I was afraid you were cold because you just keep going. We need to turn the heat up in the booth.
No, when there are actually 2 V's next to each other, you can point that out by separating them and making 2 V sounds.
Like that band All the V's.
like that if the... Damn it, you're right.
Ronnie Revv doing the crane and getting ready for a victory here once he got it mind. Father Time coming off the ropes. Big arm drag takeover.
Boom, baby!
Ronnie Revv looking for anything. Flipping out and big side backdrop. And is he going up top? He is going up top.
Give it the wicked dip, Ronnie!
It's the wicked dip! That could be it! Is Father Time gonna eat defeat? Oh! 1, 2, no! And Ronnie Revv still is not immortal!
Ow, my lord! Father Time just cannot be stopped, but he also cannot stop Ronnie Revv! Yeah!
Praying to his god, the Reverend Ronnie Revv is, and missing a grapple, but it has stunned him enough. Is Father Time okay? Seems real out of it.
Father Time is not okay. Father
He seems fine now.
This is worse than when it started the match, and it started the match quite badly.
That's huge hammering blows, and now another powerbomb coming up to Ronnie Revv. This could be it. 1, 2, no, just a 1 count. Ronnie Revv, powered by rock and roll, and whatever god it is he's reverencing for.
Yeah, and maybe some Snickers.
Well, there's the hands of time locked in. Can Ronnie Revv escape the hands of time? He cannot!
Oh, yeah, no one can escape the hands of time. Even a high-flying, ass-kicking guitarist from the best band of all time.
Yes, Wicked.
Yeah, so what does this mean for Ronnie Revv that Father Time defeated him despite such a good show? And this must break a guitar player.
Do you think that he will age even faster now?
I think he might drown his sorrows a bit tonight, and that might do the trick as well.
Well, he's gonna need a bigger beer helmet than what you've got to deal with what Father Time put on him there. Father Time, however, remains undefeated in life and in Twelve.
And Ronnie Revv saying, Father Time is not on my side. No, it is not.
Oh, is that a Wicked song?
That is, yep, we're going with that.
Great, I love it when we just go with things. You don't go anywhere because Twelve's rolling on.
Rolling.
Rock hard believes in freedom and the law's ability to protect that freedom. Used to be a time when a funny nihilist man from Germany could make a movie without getting his head bashed in with the shovel. When he could get shot during a TV interview and not get your ass stomped by a corporate dog. When he could push a boat 20 miles through the jungle, not get thrown 30 feet off a catwalk and into a giant stage light. When the sun sets, the rattlesnakes come out to hunt. When the Herzog and I are going hunting. I'm pressing charges on Dan the Whirling. The penalty for that charge? Pain. It's time to lay down the law.
Two on one, huh? Sounds like a prime opportunity to prove why I deserve a raise. Werner, I thought I buried you deep enough with that shovel, but that's fine. It's October, baby. I'm gonna have to put you to rest with all the other spirits. Brock, enjoy your beating.
Werner Herzog continues to bother the management. He's taken on an attorney, Lyle Guard, and Dan the Willing has been dispatched to take care of them both in this handicap match. Carl has Dan Den the Willing finally taking on a job too big?
I think that definitely could be the case. Werner Herzog ready to litigate the hell out of Den the Willing with his legal attorney. Den the Willing, remember, actually killed Werner Herzog during our premiere episode.
Could Werner Herzog be a ghost? We don't know. What I do know is that Den the Willing has been told to do something and cannot say no to an mandate from corporate.
Yeah, no, this is he's a yes man through and through. I was about to call him the ultimate yes man, but I feel like that's a title you gotta earn. But this guy, crowd favorite, maybe because everyone's all paid to support each other. I don't know, are these crowd members paid? I don't know.
I think they paid to see the show.
They paid to see the show. He is paid by the show. Therefore, the show has paid for a lot, but is also getting paid at the same time.
Well, there's Den the Willing's motivation right there. A bunch of individual bosses.
Here comes Brock Hard, calling out his client, Werner Herzog, and they've got a new name. They are Hard Law.
Hard Law! I do wonder why he needed to call him on the phone if he was right behind him. Is Werner Herzog that hard of hearing? Werner Herzog does appear to be lost.
They've got a whole routine here. Werner Herzog very disoriented, and Brock Hard having trouble controlling his client.
He needs a smaller telephone, and he needs a less wandering Werner Herzog.
Yeah, I can't bode well for their chemistry as a team going into the ring.
Now I'm looking at the call sheet, and I've got to ask you, per a conversation we had earlier, is this the Werner Herzog? Because that's what I'm looking at right here.
The Werner Herzog?
The Werner Herzog.
Fuck no. It's Werner. No, it's just Werner. It's not Werner. It's spelled Werner. It's pronounced Werner.
This call sheet's ridiculous.
What league do you think that you're announcing? What are the letters in this league?
Whoa!
That's right. Okay, good. We're good to go. We're good to go. TWO brought to you by Snickers. You could have 7 of them and you'd feel great. That's the slogan.
It's the real slogan as we...
We're about to start. What's going on?
First of all, we need chaos, and it's Bobo the Chaos Rabbit who is coming to ringside for reasons.
But Bobo wasn't on the call sheet. We really are having call sheet issues, dudes.
There's nothing on the call sheet about a Bobo the Chaos Bunny. Maybe it's just a dance break. There's no scheduled dance breaks. Do you see it?
Oh. No. Yeah, it could be a dance break. Look at that. There's a dance. I'm gonna dance.
You're sloshing so much helmet beer around right now.
Woo! Yeah!
It looks like Boba is joining Den the Willing as a tag partner. What does this do to the balance of the match other than throw it into chaos?
That's exactly what I was about to say it does. All of my pre-match analysis just out the window, set on fire by this completely unpredictable rabbit.
That silly rabbit has not been able to help Den the Willing, though, as he just eats a huge delayed suplex and a reverse, just right into the knee there.
A reverse J right into the knee. One of the most technical moves in Brock Hard's arsenal.
He needs to get a new name for it, I think, but we'll tell him about that.
Yeah, we will. All right, here comes Hard Law's first move as a team.
And Hard Law miming in unison and then kicking Den the Willing in the stomach.
Well, they sure are showmen. I wonder if that's really going to win a match, but it looked incredible.
You gotta, now Werner Herzog, still very much a film director, but you gotta think that someone like Brock Hard, who is both, both a lawman and a wrestling man, would not also be a showman, but that was something else, the little choreographed routine. Speaking of choreographed, here's the opposite of that, Chaos Bunny!
This is going to be tough. We've seen the Chaos Bunny kind of get lost in these large group Fatal 4-ways. But you gotta think, one-on-one in a ring, a beast of that size and athleticism can do a lot of damage.
Well, that was a huge tandem move as Den the Willing threw Werner Herzog into a flying crossbody from Boba the Chaos Rabbit. These two were not scheduled to team up and just using tremendous tag team maneuvers.
Yeah, no, they absolutely have an intuitive congruity between them.
Werner Herzog wants them both inside the ring, so Boba is, of course, getting out in the name of Chaos.
And Chaos Rabbit dropping Werner down to the floor.
Not one time, not enough either, as he continues to punish Werner Herzog for daring to be alive.
Hitting him into the marble slabs of the ring and then onto the exterior of the barrier that's protecting the fans. They are right up in this action and they are loving it.
Well, they've got to be careful or we're going to see another count-out victory. And Hildegard von Bangin is still backstage and very upset about that result.
Yeah, and also very, very ashamed. Maybe of that result, maybe of whatever the Queef made her think about.
Well, there's no shame in a big back elbow, and that's what Werner Herzog is delivering as he tags in Brockhard.
Brockhard coming in, wants his hands and paws on the literal paws of this giant rabbit.
It just absolutely dropping Boba the Chaos Bunny. This could be it.
Yeah, this could be tough.
No more, it's not it. It's not it at all. You gotta hook the leg harder on a rabbit, I think. They've got powerful back haunches there.
That's absolutely true. Some of the biggest haunches in the ring, and Brockhard lets that rabbit slink over and Den the Willing get into the ring. Seems to be a miscalculation on the lawyer's part.
He doesn't make many of them, and he is already corrected for it. As he's got Den the Willing up and just drops him over the top rope. This could be everything. 1!
That's gotta hurt.
2! No! Den the Willing not willing to... I think I said that last week. We're going to try
Den the Willing not willing. Den the Unwilling?
Den is unwilling to be counted to 3 on top of therein.
Whose camper in which they were whacking off? Off which they were whacking.
Settle down, Beavis, and Den the Willing now. He's got Brockhard set up. It's the turnover! That should be everything. 1, 2, no! The Werner Herzog breaks it up. He and Den the Willing, of course, lot of history there. As you mentioned before, Den the Willing has killed the Werner Herzog before.
And Werner not shying away from this moment, not shying away from his opponent.
Big arm drag from Den the Willing. He is on fire. When it comes to corporate matters, he is in control, or not in control, but he is very much answering and extending the control. Of course, you know what? I lost the metaphor so bad that now he's losing.
Yeah, you may have done it to him. Brockhard with a firm objection to Den the Willing building any momentum. Do you see what I did there?
The same thing you did last week. Yes, we've got to get new material for these wrestlers.
I need you to understand I remember almost nothing from last week.
That is a huge fear. We've got Boba the Chaos Bunny breaking it up before Jacoby can even get down for the count.
And Brock still got Den in a corner. Den wishes he had a standing desk, but he is put on the floor.
And a big kick to the face gets him out of trouble, but not going for his partner Boba, and instead going to keep this going. Is he going to pay for that? No, as he gets that quick drop kick right to the side of the face, and now tags in Boba the Chaos Bunny.
I was wondering if their lack of preparation as a team was what was keeping him from tapping in his partner, but he finally thought better of it.
Well, he came down to the ring, of course, ready to fight 1-on-2, and then this rascally rabbit just added some chaos and a big DDT springboard off the ropes.
Oh, but Werner right there to take over for his partner, and Hard Law showing some excellent congruity in their first match.
Boba the Chaos Bunny's still very much in charge of the Werner Herzog, though, and they're going to take a powder and consult. They're going to have a legal consult on the outside of the ring, and they've decided that Werner needs to get back in. That was a very quick consult.
Yeah, they stepped into and out of Brock Hard's chambers. Do lawyers have chambers? I feel like they should. They deserve them. They work hard.
Where else would they? Oh my God, that's a huge sum. That could be it too. 1, 2 with the leverage, but no. Brock Hard breaking up that pin, and Boba's so mad that he just super kicks the air.
Boba having his way with Werner right now. This could spell doom for Hard Law.
Hard Law hanging in there based on the just stick-to-itiveness of Werner Herzog, and now working the arm. And Boba may not be able to cause chaos with that arm again. 1, 2. No, it's going to take more than a half cover with a 1/4 length leg hook and some comfortable sandals to keep down Boba the Chaos Bunny.
By the way, Deuce, do you know what the difference is between Brock Hard and a gigolo?
I do not.
A gigolo only screws one person at a time.
Well, if they're paid for the services to go in a different way, they could perform multiple. I've heard.
Nobody likes lawyers, and it's fun to make fun of them. Whoa!
It's a lawyer joke. It's not a logistics of hiring a gigolo joke.
That's exactly right. Did you just see Den the Willing toss that bunny onto that lawyer, though?
I did see Den the Willing toss that bunny onto that lawyer. Den the Willing, absolutely ready to commit violence on behalf of the management of Tavovo.
Den the Willing, really unexpected strength in that tiny body.
Look at that tandem offense from this team that, again, did not exist upwards of 12 minutes ago.
What do we think their name is? Ooh.
Huge elbow drop is not their name, but it is what Boba just hit on Brock.
And this could be it.
1, 2. That's a kick out. And Den the Willing just in there to survey the scene and then right back out.
Brock Hard with incredible fortitude to withstand the series of attacks that Den the Willing and Boba the Chaos Rabbit have given him.
That's a huge senton over the top rope, diving right onto Brock Hard.
Boba the Chaos Rabbit giving the bunny hop to this lawyer, and Brock Hard still finding something within him to fight back.
He is. I don't know how Hard Law is still in this. They were both dead on the outside.
Dead on the outside.
The Werner Herzog has been dead in a spotlight before, though, so I should not be surprised.
Back from the dead. That may be his calling card. And here comes Hard Law.
Boba may regret having brought chaos to this match, rolling all the way out of the ring to avoid the pin, though. That's a savvy move for a rabbit that seems so devoted to chaos.
And Werner coming in just while he's got a second to tell Den the Willing, I freaking hate you.
The butterfly suplex. He did manage to get that message in, though, which, Den the Willing needs to hear occasionally that someone hates him.
Yeah, he's got so much positive mumbo jumbo in his ears with those stupid headphones and those silly self-help tapes. He doesn't remember that life is hard, life is pain. So I'm happy that Werner is reminding him.
Werner reminds us all through his filmmaking of those things, but to get a special reminder. And now Boba's gone chaotic, but has forgotten to cover the tag, and Brock Hard is in, and Brock Hard is ready to finish this.
He wants to end this bunny's night in a bad way.
And that is the sentencing. 1, 2, guilty as charged. Hard Law comes out winning.
Yeah, Yeah, another big success for the law firm of Brock Hart. A series of good arguments put forth, and he closed with a flourish.
And Den the Willing, of course, able to tell his supervisors that he did not get pinned. It was a Chaos Bunny that did. So everyone's a winner here tonight, except for Boba the Chaos Rabbit, who is definitely the person who got pinned.
Not a person, Bunny. But in a way, Boba also won because he caused a serious amount of chaos on our call sheet.
Everyone loves chaos on the call sheet. Stick around for Tufafo!
Ronnie the Bomb Rev here, man. What I say? What I gotta do to get a win in this league, man? It's another hard-fought loss. Gotta give it up for Father Time. He was the better time tonight. He gave the people what they needed. Ronnie fell short. But you know what? Time is the good times and it's the bad times. And Father Time brought me the bad times tonight, but Ronnie Revv's getting back up to the good times, baby, with the bright lights, with the big city, and the big titties. Ronnie Revv's been hearing about things. And I've heard that there's another belt, another men's belt out there. Now, you ain't heard about it yet, but Ronnie's got his insides. And it's called the Belt of Damocles. And I don't know who's running things out there, but I want Ronnie Revv on that fight. Because Ronnie Revv's gonna get back up on top. And Ronnie Revv's gonna have his name in the lights, under the lights, winning fights. Tonight, or some other night. But when that belt comes, I want to be standing up on that ladder, holding it high, reaching the sky, and Ronnie Revv and rock and roll ain't never gonna die.
Jess Cashin, Fortune Pierce, one, a trained hard ass ready to inflict pain and wrestling maneuvers. The other one, a gifted and talented actress who does not want to be here. Who you got, Carl?
I am gonna give it to the most professional person, which unfortunately I still can't decide who that is, because Fortune Pierce, obviously a titan of industry at her corporation, Authority Corp. But Jess Cashin, maybe the most professional in the company. She shouldn't be here. She doesn't want to be here. She's here because of a hidden clause in her contract, and she's still following through on it. And that's a pro, if you ask me.
She's telling you because I don't know why.
I thought she was asking me for one suggestion. Which is it? Well, I guess she wants the audience to be quiet and just for the one person to speak up, so it's kind of doing double duty.
Well, yeah, if you get an arena full of people shouting suggestions, you're gonna end up using shit brick as your suggestion.
Or fucking pineapple. What a terrible suggestion that is.
Speaking of terrible suggestions, there's the big boss accompanying Fortune Pierce to the ring.
And unfortunately, that complete and utter douchebag Kaz Miller is here as well.
Yeah, no one likes Kaz Miller. No one likes the big boss. And by extension, no one likes Fortune Pierce, who operates on the behalf of, their, I mixed my clauses.
Oh, that's all right, because I'm going to be the Santa Claus and bring you a gift. And that gift is this match starting soon. Fortune Pierce and Jess Cashin ready to fight it out to become another finalist for the TWO Championship. And here we go. Fortune Pierce, Jess Cashin, getting right to it.
Jess Cashin again coming out hot the same way she did last week. Does this bode well for her, or will she end up being eaten by a bear again?
All I know is that no matter what, Jess Cashin will give it her all. She commits to the bit. And that's all you can ask for from someone who really, really shouldn't be in the ring.
Well, she is right now trying to commit to the bit of getting out of the ring with Fortune Pierce's boot on her neck. Fortune Pierce, very proud of herself, little strut there.
Yeah, she is quite arrogant, just like everyone in her goddamned authority corp.
That goddamned authority corp. As it just... Nope, Jess Cashin kicking her way out of that dragon sleeper. She is not going to go down without a fight.
That's absolutely right. Jess Cashin, wearing a really sensible pair of shoes, got a really nice kind of jazzercisey set of knee pads.
There's a Crossroads just dropping Cashin. Cashin smartly going to the outside of the ring, but Fortune Pierce is not letting up. She's going to fly. Any minute now, there she goes.
Cashin.
Oh! Cross body, and it lands. Jess Cashin not prepared for that. There is no Stanislavski in training that can prepare you to have someone jump from that high and then land on you.
That's absolutely right, and Fortune Pierce just kind of embarrassing Cashin at this point, but they've got to get back in the ring.
Or once again, they can join Hildegard von Bangin as being very upset about their situation with a count-out loss. Fortune Pierce taking her time.
Absolutely tempting fate there, tempting father time. And Fortune Pierce, though, got away with it because she knows every legal loophole.
Speaking of legal loopholes, Jess Cashin, as you can see, still here this week, has not found the legal loophole to get her out of TWO.
Yeah, I wonder if she's starting to question her legal representation. Doesn't she know that there's a great and winning lawyer on her very roster?
Huge drop kick! That's gonna be at 1, 2, and no.
Kicking out. Now, do you think the chest pads help her by protecting her more or hurt her by limiting mobility?
Well, I've got to think as she hits that neck breaker that having the pads is more of an advantage than not. Especially, she was able to absorb that missile drop kick from Fortune Pierce and is now in control of this match against all odds. There's a pounce!
Jess Cashin putting together quite the sequence there.
He calls that the Weeho Wallop, according to my call sheet. 1, 2, and Fortune Pierce grabbing the rope to get out of this.
Whoa! Not cool! Dirty law from Fortune Pierce.
That's allowed. That's how you can break up a pinning predicament. It's in the rule book.
There's no way to prove that.
The rule book is right next to the call sheet. Just have a gander.
Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to spill a bunch of beer on it.
How much beer can that hold?
Oh, I refilled it during the last break. It can hold quite a lot.
Well, I'm glad that it's not infinite. I'm sure that sounded lovely. We've got the rags to riches and Fortune Pierce
with a victory. The pin over Jess Cashin. Jess Cashin actually relieved that she doesn't have to fight in the next fight.
You've got to think, Jess Cashin, if she had won, would that have been momentum to stay in this 12? Probably not.
You gotta think, if she got a taste of that championship gold, that I think can hook anybody.
They were operating under the assumption that this is a tournament semifinal. There was one of those. We've already seen it. Read your call sheet, Carl.
Oh, it wasn't? Or was it?
It was not. This is just a simple, good old-fashioned grudge match, and we've got some good old-fashioned products to sell you. So stick around for TWO.
Whoops!
That's what you said because you missed the call sheet.
Whoops!
My advice to startups: don't put all your eggs in one basket. Put them in a small black box. Shake vigorously. Then see what happens. That's science. I have an IQ of 12,000. The day I was born, I walked out of my mother's womb wearing a black turtleneck. My umbilical cord was made of black yarn, and I cut it myself. Forget education. All you need is a vision. A big vision that doesn't blink and shoots mind-controlling laser beams. I can make rich old men give me checks for millions. If they ask about my secrets, I make them urinate on command. My new company brings two powerful ideas together. Resurrection and my favorite superhero, Thanos. He's powerful, sexy, and has a great voice, just like me. I snap my fingers and half the dead people come back to life. I call it Resurrecthanos. Resurrecthanos combines cutting-edge research in flatullobotomy, walking deadology, and zombie titties with a little blood and some maths. Resurrecthanos just signed an exclusive contract with the US military and PetSmart. You too can bring corpses back to life and save the world. Don't ask me to show you the technology. It just works. Trust me. I'm Elizabeth Holmes, and you will spend $90 on my masterclass.
Welcome back to TWO! We've got breaking news from the back. Earlier, just moments ago, Brock Hard was seen speaking to Jess Cashin. Carl, what do you think's going on here?
I may have foreseen the future because I think Jess Cashin and Brock Hard could have a legal partnership.
That handshake could only be a legally binding handshake between a lawyer and his new client. We may not see Jess Cashin out here for long if Brock Hard is as good at law as he is at beating rabbits at wrestling matches.
Oh, that would be a double-edged sword if ever there was one.
And speaking of double-edged swords, there's one hanging in the castle that sits in the seat of the kingdom of the Frog Prince.
Absolutely. And his many legions of supporters, they only grow stronger and more committed to him with every victory that he has here in TWO.
His approval rating shot straight up after his win last week. His kingdom feels less in peril, the successorship feels more in place, and the Frog Prince feels more like a man than he ever has after spending 20 years as a frog.
He did spend 2 full decades in frog form. You gotta wonder though, is he a little nervous about that devoted support fading were he to lose tonight?
I think that's always in the back of his mind. A monarch in waiting has to constantly be worried that the people may no longer support a monarchy, and if the people no longer support a monarchy, then the monarchy cannot exist because it is built on the understanding and the consent of the governed.
That's exactly right. Although he could use fear and actual violence to suppress them.
I suppose that would be quite the turn for him. Speaking of turns, it's the Dignifique Nordique, possibly the classiest wrestler in TWO.
Yeah, our in-arena announcer, though, taking a little shot at him, calling him Dickie, as far as I could tell.
Well, here comes Dickie to the ring, and is that on the call sheet? Oh my god, it's Dickie on the call sheet!
It is not. It says the Dignifique Nordique. You and our in-arena announcer, Evan, are in cahoots.
Yeah, plain as day, Dickie. I don't know what to tell you. Dickie approaching the ring, and look at that wink. Oh, so dignified.
Yeah, he's a classy and dignified French Canadian. As if there aren't, they are all not that way.
Yeah, when you think of French Canadians, dignity is one of the first words that comes to my mind. How about you, Carl?
Dignity is one of the first. The other one is poutine. Love that stuff.
Did you have too much of the beer from the helmet?
No, the poutine right there, it gives me a base. You have the fries and the poutine, and then you just put the Miller High Life right on top of it, and it's just smooth sailing from there until the next morning.
And then we have a wrestling match! And they both went for the punch. Frog Prince just a little bit quicker, and immediately planting with the powerbomb, little Dickie.
La Dignifique Nordique, skilled tactician. The Frog Prince still has some of that frog spirit coursing through him a little bit. A tough matchup here, a tough one to call, but I gotta think La Dignifique, with his track record in TWO, having won the Pancration, it's gonna be hard to beat him.
Well, that pancreation gets him a bye all the way to the semis, and the Frog Prince takes a little bit of exception to that. He's had to fight for everything since he became a human, not really living the life of a pampered prince the way he once was, and does not like anyone getting a shortcut, even if they earned it in a battle royal called pancreation.
What is a battle royal? That sounds exciting. I would love to order one next time I go to the drive-thru at BK.
And of course, that is the slogan of Snickers, as we see that dapping DDT. Snickers, sponsor of Pantheon, presented by Two.
Which presents wrestling matches between wrestlers like these.
Stunning analysis as always.
Now, what do you think this organization is that made the chairs? TOTW. That could be anything.
I'm sure it could. The Dignifique Nordique getting sent right out of the ring by the Frog Prince, but
it seems to have just motivated him.
He does seem very motivated, and yep, he is sending the Frog Prince into that barrier.
Now, did you know that the French phrase sacre bleu means sacred blue?
I was unaware.
Right onto the marble slab exterior of the ring. Can't feel good.
The Frog Prince has been dodging cars for 20 years. He was very much able to dodge that splash from Little Dicky.
Do you think he still gets royalties from Frogger? Now that he's a human?
Oh, probably not. Those royalties would have to go to a frog.
Interesting.
And this is, as he would tell you, a human.
Yeah, he is human. 20 years as a frog. No longer a frog. Now, if you could be anything other than yourself for 20 years, what would you choose?
Ooh, a jaguar.
Ooh, like the car or the football player?
Like the animal.
Oh, they named those things after an animal?
Well, they named the football team after the car. They named the car after the football team. The animal exists in a subspace in between.
You are just a fount of information, Deuce. This is why I love being here in the booth with you.
What is not being loved right now is the back of the Frog Prince, who just ate that powerbomb right onto the floor. And once again, the specter of a countout emerges, and they both know it. They're running back to the ring.
Ooh, and the Frog Prince overtakes the Dignifique, and then they immediately get out because something about that outside of the ring just beckons.
Suplex coming in. No, Dignifique Nordique out and chop block. They've taken the legs out from the Frog Prince. That's gotta hurt him. He's got a lot of leg-based offense because he's adapted his human body to frog-based offenses.
That's absolutely true. And the legs, the tastiest part of the frog.
2, and a kick out at 2.
You see that small child in the audience? He looks like a seasoned fan there. It's like not into it.
I don't see why you would be, because this has gotta hurt. Taking the leg of the Frog Prince and applying more pressure to that abdominal stretch. He is still not used to where the human parts are inside of him, and this has gotta hurt extra, and Little Dicky's gotta know it.
But he does make his way out. Good on the Frog Prince.
And now he's just asking for more, and Dignifique Nordique is going to oblige him, putting him right in that label lock. This could be it for the Frog Prince. Can he get out of this?
Such a skilled maneuver from one of the most skilled in the entire promotion. Frog Prince, though, once again finds a way out. Frog Prince ready to try and get the upper hand back.
And you can see just a few hard shots and then ramming the arm into the mat.
Ooh!
And then natural selection of all things. The Frog Prince really taking it to the Dignifique Nordique. And is he going for this? He is going for this is the lily pad.
Ooh, baby, hop to it, indeed. Frog Prince absolutely putting together a sequence here, making the Dignifique bleed.
And now just kicking him right in in the face. Dignifique may be done as the Frog Prince calls for him to stand up. It's the poison lick!
Oh, baby, this could be it!
1, 2, no!
Had Jacoby been there on time, we may be heading into our last match, but we continue.
And just a disrespectful knee to the head there as the Frog Prince ascends in. Frog Splash! That's gotta be it. Can he get there for the cover, though?
Not, or maybe.
1, 2, 3. We've got a winner. Royalty prevails.
And the Frog Prince with his second straight week putting away an opponent. This has got to feel great in the kingdom.
The support of the people means everything to the Frog Prince, and they have got to be lapping this up and also not at all thinking about his two siblings who claim to have a better claim on the throne.
That's absolutely right. Now, on the other side of this match, Dignifique will now be coming off a loss going into his final round tourney battle. That could really take the wind out of his French-Canadian sails.
Momentum is everything in professional wrestling. You know I always say that, Carl.
Deuce, it is tattooed on your ass for a reason.
Just read it. Read it.
Momentum is everything in wrestling. Now, can you put on your pants?
I cannot.
I will put them on for you.
Thank you.
Slip up. All right, fun timers. This is me, your friend Funtimestein, Footface Crew. Sorry he couldn't be here tonight, but we're just here checking in. We're here in the reserved parking spot still at Dr. Michael Romano's, and we've established squatters' rights at this point. I can watch the highest definition Office episodes possible, and this is my new home. We're not leaving. Is that right, crew? That's right. Fun times, Steeners. Let's keep the fun times going.
Hey, don't be too rough down there. Little rough's okay. Hey, everybody. It's your brother. Everybody's brother. And there's 3 things I like doing at one of my nephew's parties. It's eating the leftover pizza, watching the future Titans of Wrestling, and maybe thinking about putting 1 or 2 of my brothers in a good-natured headlock for not showing up today. And that's exactly what I intend to do at tonight's 3-way matchup between me, Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist, and General Doug, General. Listen, guys, I know we get busy, right? You probably had a myocardial infarction or like an insurrection of the people or something to deal with. But you know, you show up for your family. Am I right or am I right? Look, Mikey, Dougie, I'm not going to throw too much shade. I'm looking forward to seeing you, getting in the ring, and talking it out, baby. It's gonna be exciting. See you in the ring.
The call sheet says this one is a triple threat that's part of the tournament to crown our inaugural champion of TWO.
Very exciting. Now, once again, I am wondering, is the winner of this going to move forward in the tournament?
Yes. We've got General Doug, everybody's brother, and Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist, in this round. Who you like for this one, Carl?
It's gotta be the doctor. He might be one of the most experienced wrestlers in this entire company. He's gonna bring a lot of know-how and a lot of heart health to the fight.
Well, speaking of heart health, it's your brother, it's my brother, it's everybody's brother. I don't know what that has to do with heart health.
And he takes care of everybody's feelings. He's just always there to pick you up. And everybody's brother came through with a big win in the quarterfinals. Does he have what it takes to keep it going?
I think he does.
Well, I don't.
Oh, well, stunning analysis, the kind that you can only get on Pantheon, presented by TWO.
Sponsored by Snickers. Can you count on that? Yes, to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hey,
Snickers.
asshole, that's my Snickers.
Not yours, it's mine.
That's the whole slogan. And there's Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist.
Yeah, the bloodiest hands in the business, but that's his job.
You can get in there right to the heart of matters, if you will you, Carl?
I absolutely will get right to the heart of matters, and what I want to get right to the heart of is the importance of having a cardiologist. Heart health, take care of it.
Well, if you don't go see your cardiologist, you may get a visit from Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist, who will beat you into submission and then make sure that your heart's okay.
Notorious for his unexpected house calls, Dr. Michael Romano, the most committed cardiologist in TWO.
He once choked me out and did a double bypass while I was passed out.
And this was all on your living room floor.
All on my living room floor. The pizza was very cold when I came to.
And that just means it's better. Love a cold pizza.
Speaking of better, it's the opposite of better. It's General Doug.
Oh, not a gentleman in the least. General Doug, as we know, an evil general from a far-off land in the ocean, much like Dennis Hopper from Waterworld.
And much like Dennis Hopper from Waterworld, General Doug, yep.
He's got an eye thing.
He's got an eye thing.
And it stays on him. Now, does he have an eye behind his eye thing? I don't know.
I don't know. I get it.
Tuber joke as well, if I could make one.
If you could, but you can't, because we've got to talk about General Doug. General Doug, now decoupled from his partnership with Paul R. Opposite. So how's that going to go for him tonight?
He seems to have a clearer sense of self. He knows that he wants the audience to chill out from their dislike of him. It's not gonna work because he's not a gentleman. General Doug gonna sail the high seas of wrestling tonight.
Like Dennis Hopper from Waterworld.
Exactly like Dennis Hopper from Waterworld.
This match is underway, and there goes Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist, going right after General Doug now and slamming him to the ground while everybody's brother picks a spot.
Yeah, everybody's brother using his big hair advantage right out the gate against these two bald opponents.
And you gotta just, I think when I look at everybody's brother, what I really think of is Dennis Hopper from Easy Rider.
Oh, sure. Yeah, kind of like a chill, go-lucky dude. He's much like Dennis Hopper from Easy Rider, not like Dennis Hopper in Speed.
No, not at all like Dennis Hopper from Speed.
And General Doug, once again, just like Dennis Hopper in Waterworld, really being a jerk.
And just, that's everybody's brother that he just kneed in the face so hard that he rolled out of the ring. And now, dropping Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist, right on his head.
This is the sort of things that you do if you're a villain.
And everybody's brother moonsaulting onto no one, but it was really impressive. Something that we all want to emulate as everyone's brother's brother.
Yeah, he's my brother.
And just absolutely twerking the arm out of Michael Romano. He's going to have a hard time doing those drop-in double bypasses with a messed-up arm. He's so upset he's gone underneath the ring and has pulled out a chair.
Ooh, a doctor's chair. That's the sort of thing that you could put right back down on a ring if you don't know what to do with it.
Well, General Doug, in the meantime, was dropped right on that marble slab and now suplexed onto the floor. And Dr. Michael Romano, I must once again emphasize, does not care about your brain health at all.
Not interested in head health, bone health, foot health, having a bit of an experience right now that's not okay. I'm concerned about him.
That twitching, he should go see a cardiologist for that.
Yeah, if only there was one. That wasn't him. He's going possibly between worlds.
I don't know what is happening to his arms, but we've got to get the doctor a doctor.
The doctor.
Everybody's brother is taking advantage of this spasming.
Everybody's brother taking it to General Doug.
I can't see what's happening. All I'm seeing with this obstructed view is whatever is happening with Dr. cardiologist face through the floor. No, he's fine. Well, fine is not it. Oh my god, I feel like such a ghoul for laughing at this. He looks like a ghoul with his arms outstretched like that. What did everybody's brother do to him?
Everybody's brother may have some sort of otherworldly power that we didn't know about. Maybe that's how he became everyone's brother. But Dr. Michael Romano going to need serious help after this match. He's got to have no chance because of his completely non-functional arms at this point. They seem to have been twisted around, out of their sockets and then back in at a different angle.
You gotta respect him going right at it and whipping people around using only his body, as those arms are absolutely useless.
Yeah, he calls to mind the night in Monty Python that had all of his limbs cut off and still, gave some good promo.
The glitchiness of it, the weird special effects sort of feel to it really calls to mind Dennis Hopper from My Science Project.
A movie I certainly know about.
And they're now headbutting General Doug because he can't use his arms. I don't know how he moved General Doug like that. This is an amazing display of athleticism from Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist, staying in this match despite having 0 usable arms.
Literally no usable arms. He started with 2. He's out of both. An absolute show of fortitude, strength, and heart, dare I say.
You dare say, and he is trying to shake that off, rest it out, and in the meantime, everybody's brother and General Doug with a unique opportunity. This is essentially a one-on-one match with a guy with no arms also there.
You see him up on the pylon, just asking the crowd, does anyone know how to fix this?
Is there an arm doctor in the house?
He would even take a leg doctor. Anyone that works on extremities in any form.
And everybody's brother, I get no compunctions. That's how much the 12 world title means to these guys. Dr. Romano just a huge mess. Someone save this doctor. Carl, put down the bear helmet and show some professionalism. This poor man is suffering.
I've had 3 rounds of beer hat.
I don't care what your religion says. It can't. Look, he's choking on his own arm.
It was really funny. He just tried to jump at everybody and he kind of couldn't. I guess
but he can't use his knee to push General Doug's face straight into the mat. But again, no arms. He can't grapple to get him back up. He's at a severe disadvantage and continues to be as General Doug with that big uppercut. Now I'm going to hook the leg. But no, he was spasming so hard that General Doug's back went out.
This is really, a true showing of heart, but also an incredibly depressing sight to see. I question the morality of the fans and ourselves for taking pleasure in this display, but I admire Jacoby not stopping it.
You've got should Jacoby just send this poor Dr. Michael Romano out? He refuses to. Could he tap? He could not tap out because his arms wouldn't let him. Look at that, he's back.
He's breakdancing. Look at the professionalism. Still entertaining this crowd despite a lack of functional arms.
Trying so hard to get the crowd in it by sort of waving them. He's sizing up everybody's brother for a headbutt because that's all he can do.
And everybody's brother has missed his series of moves tonight, but it just doesn't matter because of that one move he landed on Michael Romano. Truly a legendary mauling.
Hey! Get this! 1, 2,
Doug! Oh, what an ungentlemanly move!
Just absolutely dastardly to let a man not have the conclusion to the Cinderella story. Cinderella, of course, famously lost both of her arms and then became a world wrestling champion.
That is the original Cinderella story, which the Brothers Grimm bastardized.
The Brothers Grimm, man, they're dark fellas.
Now, question, is this possibly Dr. Michael Romano's last match? His doctors will speak to him afterwards, and they may prevent him from wrestling ever again.
Well, now he's yelling at General Doug, and it worked. And now just taking his head right into everybody's brother.
Is he gonna
he appears to have bitten everybody's brother. Now he's
wielding almost he's like a Witcher or a Jedi moving objects with the power of his mind.
Please, no, they're still. For a second, it looked like he had control of his arms again. Now going to a leg and kicking-based offense, which is smart.
Yeah, he may not be in control of his arms, but he seems to be fully in control of this match right now.
And still Han's in control of that chair. No, the chair. Somebody take a look at that kid in the third row who just ate that chair. We gotta get a doctor out here that's not Michael Romano.
Look at how worried all of these fans are right now for that other fan. He might be bleeding.
We are all beside ourselves. There is a fan who got a chair thrown into him. A cardiologist who may never operate on another heart again.
I think he was trying to fix Romano's arm. I think that may have been gentlemanly.
Sorry, there's a count. And look, even Jacoby has no idea what to make of all this. He's just running around, hoping that someone will put this poor doctor out of his misery. There's a big leg drop from General Doug. 1, 2, kicking out despite the use of any arm.
Continuing to twitch and seize on the ground. We are in uncharted waters here tonight on Pantheon, but General Doug ready to sail them.
Everybody's brother, however, just... No! Dr. Michael Romano wants this. He wants this title no matter how many arms he does or does not have in a moment.
Oh, and everybody's brother still having absolutely no mercy. A bit of a heel turn, it seems, for him tonight. Such a happy-go-lucky guy like Dennis Hopper and Easy Rider as he entered. But now as the speed villain, perhaps.
I'm sorry. Anyway, what is Dr. Michael Romano?
He
is trying to steady himself with that kendo stick. It's not working, Doctor. Everybody's brother just snatched it right out of the air.
Dr. Michael Romano, broken but not yet beaten.
Trying everything he can, willing and sort of cradling over General Doug in that what should be a power slam.
Deuce, are we gonna watch history? Will a completely maimed and armless wrestler win before our eyes?
It was beginning to look that way, but everybody's brother now has him in a bad way. No, he's just letting him jump off. Probably he was teasing him. That springboard moonsault. It has got spasming. The doctor's spasming again. General Doug has retrieved the chair from the fan's head and is now applying it to everybody's brother. And Dr. Mike Romano is
getting a little rest. I think that's what he calls this. He calls this a breather.
I can't imagine how. He is possessed.
He's rolling like the world's fastest tumbleweed right now.
In the meantime, General Doug getting ready to salt this away. Senton Bomb connects.
That was the pineapple surprise. Is it gonna?
No, it's not enough. And Dr. Michael Romano just driving his face into the mat. Can't use his arms. Will use his knees.
It's in the bag. Doctor, just for a second, kind of got his left arm in position.
They're beginning to steady somewhat. Is he healing himself mid-match?
I can't.
No, he is not.
I cannot. Eyes, Deuce. This is something truly incredible.
I don't even know what to call that. He's just throwing his body at these competitors. Shouldering over the leg. 1, 2, no.
General Doug, you gotta let him have the win. You gotta.
Try so hard.
Can't do
I'm sorry, folks.
I am crying from laughter and joy over his incredible achievement.
I may be crying from wrestling powder withdrawal. Shouldering in the leg. 1, 2, no! General Doug still refusing to let us have this storybook ending.
And Dr. Michael Romano biting the air, saying, "Why, world? Why would you do this to me?"
Daring General Doug to come close enough to get bitten.
Hey!
He ticked out everybody's brother. He shouldered up the leg. 1, 2. No! Everybody's brother kicking out. That's got to be instinct. You got to think everybody's brother would let him have that.
Everybody's brother, the absolute villain here tonight, the one who did this to a well-intentioned cardiologist, a healer.
That was the lifestyle change, but General Doug refused to let it win a match, and that kendo stick is
He really wants the kendo stick to happen. He really wants to pull it off.
In his opinion as a cardiologist, if he can just hold that kendo stick between his arms the right way, make everything. Now they're double teaming a man with no arms. Have they no shame?
They have no shame. This is what the hunger of the TWO championship will do to a wrestler. It will turn them into animals. Uh-oh. Is that the bullshit bomber?
That was the bullshit bomber.
Sure did look like bullshit. And everybody's brother trying to put this away.
He's got that atomic noogie cinched in.
General I not helping him get to the correct level to break this up.
No, it's absolutely. But how again can Dr. Romano possibly tap out without the use of his arms? This could just go on forever.
That would kill him. It would be a shame. Oh! All right, the Chekhov's kendo stick came back.
And now, General Doug, no, he cannot use it because Dr. Michael Romano wants to be the one to get that in. He's trying so hard to break up this hold, trying to will his arms to a place where he can hit No, he's just going to stomp him.
There it is, Dr. Michael Romano adjusting to his new body, its limitations, but also in that weakness, he may find strength.
General Doug on the outside, having to watch this. There's a fisherman's neck breaker from everybody's brother, and now setting him up,
Oh, this could be it for Dr. Michael Romano, although he, again, has no way to tap out.
Yeah, well, General Doug back into the scene and back down, just flattened.
Yeah, everybody's brother clearly in the winning position here, but Jacoby would count.
2, 3, everybody's brother sneaks it in. Dr. Mike Romano unable to break up the pin because he has no arms.
Once again, his arm phasing through his back. A truly Olympian effort from Dr. Michael Romano in defeat tonight. Let's hope he gets some good care. We'll see him in a few weeks, probably.
It's incredible, Carl. Everybody's brother wins. Everybody's brother advances to the finals. He has a chance to become the inaugural TWO World Champion. And all we'll be talking about tomorrow is that gutsy performance from Dr. Michael Romano, armless cardiologist.
And everybody's brother fast becoming everyone's enemy.
Next week, we've got Paul R. Opposite taking on General Doug, everybody's brother taking on Anti-Santa, Dr. Gene Mutation versus Blockbuster Brit, and in a men's semifinal, the Frog Prince, Father Time, Lyle Guard, and Dignifique Nordique will duke it out. And in the women's semifinal triple threat, it's Artemis Demoulas, Adora Marin, Indiana. Folks, next week is a stacked card. Join us at 2MB Studios every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. We are Two. This is Pantheon. We are out of here. I've got 2 arms.
Love you.
This is bullshit. I've been waiting for an entire millennium for my moment in the sun, for my contributions to finally be recognized. I'm not gonna let some little vag weasel take this all away from me. It's time to call in the big guns. Madame, get me the devil. No, like the actual devil. No, like, I know, but the actual devil from literal Christian hell. That one, not the figurative Christian hell, like the actual. I know, listen. Yes, trust me, I didn't want it to go this way either, but just get him on the blower for me, please. Thank you. Remind me to give you extra treats later. This isn't over.